What's going on, everybody? Applersky here, back with another video covering a new game that I wasn't actually expecting to be covering this early. I kind of made the choice that I would get it eventually. I just didn't know if I'd get it on launch. So here we are. It's Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and this is just going to be a couple hours impressions video. I haven't got that far into it, just kind of gave it a test drive. But I wanted to, talk about this game because even with my limited playtime, it's absolutely incredible. You start out with a little tutorial mission fighting Vegeta. It's like kind of like a sparring session, and then from there you can choose. You have to start the game as Goku, and it basically goes through their like plot lines. And all right, so I'm gonna start here, right? So first of all, the fighting is extremely cool. The graphics are beautiful. The controls are very simple, even though I haven't got a hang of like all the moves and combos and everything quite yet. It really feels like you're playing the anime. Like it looks great. It sounds great. I had a little bit of issue with the like voice cast. I don't know if it's just me, but especially like Goku, he sounds off. So I did a little bit of research and I found it seems like it's the original dub cast from the anime, but I found like conflicting things about it. So if any of you guys know for sure, because some of the characters just don't sound right. Maybe it's just me, or maybe it's them being a lot older and trying to sound younger. I'm not sure, but if you guys know definitively like what's going on with the voice cast, let me know please in the comments. Also, I've been dormant. I'm a huge fan of Dragon Ball as a franchise. However, I've been dormant from the series for 20 years, probably. Like pretty much ever since I finished. So I watched the original, I watched Z, and I think I finished GT. I don't, it's real foggy because it's been like 20 years. But the good thing is this brought an old Dragon Ball Z fanatic back to being a fanatic, and what that's going to do for me is I hope it happens to a lot of people if they give this game a try, if they're not been into Dragon Ball or have watched it in a very long time, to bring them back to like watching it again, or maybe finishing it if they never did, or the opposite of that, if this is people's first gamers first like introduction into Dragon Ball, you pretty much don't even have to watch the show, because from what I've experienced so far, it's pretty much one to one. Even like the dialogue, it's condensed. Basically, how it works is it's like it's a fighting game, right? So you have your little, you choose which character you want to play as, and there's a ton of them. I wanted to start as Vegeta because he's my favorite character. But it looks like you have to at least play a couple of matches, chapters, if you will, as Goku. Because I kind of got to a tough part in the game where I was gonna like go back and do some training or whatever, and I realized when I went back I had already unlocked like 7 or 8 characters. So then, pleasantly, one of them was Vegeta, so I went and I did part of his story, and it's awesome. It immediately like brought back memories of things that I had forgotten or was like hazy on. Of course, there are some big things I remember. Like the relationships of certain characters. Some like how the fights were, or like the big events, but there's a lot that I really don't remember, and I'm excited to play through this with everyone to kind of get, back on, you know, the level I was before. So, and I've actually never seen Dragon Ball Super, so I'm excited to finally watch that. And I have no idea about Goku Black. So I'm very excited to jump into him once I kind of complete everybody else. But yeah, so he seems really cool. I know nothing about Goku Black. I'm not sure if he's from Super or what, but I started my little run with Vegeta, and also wanted to tell you this. It's pretty much a spoiler-free video for anyone that I'm sure like the majority of people that are playing this game are huge Dragon Ball fans, but I still, for the lack of how I am when I make my videos, I didn't want to include any spoilers here. These are story fights, but I've cut out all the cutscenes and everything like that. So immediately in my initial, I found Goku to be kind of, I don't know, not a lot of variety in his moves. But once we get into the Saiyan, Super Saiyan stuff, I'm sure it's going to be a lot different. But base Vegeta right off the bat is like it's way more fun to play with, which I was happy about because, like I said before, he's my favorite character. And overall, I mean, it's just a blast. Like once you get a parry or a counter in, and you get the little special like super move kind of cut scenes. It's really, really cool. Like this one here, awesome. Like just looks straight out of the anime. Even better, like if we could get, it'd be crazy to get a remake of Dragon Ball Z that looks like this. Like it'll probably never happen, but that would be insane. Also, Vegeta, he's got like, I don't know, like his powers just right off the bat seem a lot more powerful, which makes sense because he is like way more trained and powerful than Goku is at the start of Dragon Ball Z. But like I said, I'm sure once we get this, I play the Saiyan versions of the same characters, they're gonna feel like a lot more powerful. But what I love about the game outside of just the basic combat itself is the destruction of the environments and like how fast it feels like when you're moving around in the sky. The controls are like really, really good. They're very simple. I'm still not getting the hang of like, I haven't got full like control over countering and stuff like that, but that'll come with more playtime. And also, I am a trophy hunter, so I plan to do to get the platinum on this. It seems pretty easy, just a bit grindy, but nothing like super difficult. Another thing I wanted to point out was I was completely blown away by like the underwater fighting. I did not even know that was a thing in the game because I kind of went dark on this once I first seen the gameplay, and I didn't really follow it because I was unsure when I was gonna get it. But yeah, just flying up in the air, going out and down to the ground, knocking an enemy into the water, continuing to fight in there is just a really cool gameplay loop. And once you know what you're doing a little bit more, you can like end these matches very quickly, and they're very cinematic. So that's pleasantly surprising. Even like the menu, there's a lot of love put into this game. The main menu, this is the main menu right here, and just switching between different like modes and stuff, and how it involves other characters in different locations. That I've never seen a main menu like this. This is really awesome. And there's tons of activities too. Like I didn't really test any of them out. I just wanted to like scroll through and see what was on offer. So like you can go to Kami Island and make your player card, like customize your player card, which there's a ton of options. It's super cool. And then you can go to, like this is just, making my player card or whatever. And then You can go to oh, I forget his name. See, some of the characters are still foggy. Oh, Mr. Satan. You can go to his house and check out all your stats so far. Like most times you've played with a player, how many matches you've won, tons of stats. You can go and refer to them there. The gallery, if you record matches, you can rewatch them. Super cool. Much love put into this menu. And lastly, I just want to say that it's been a blessing to play this, because it brought an old, at once, kind of a hardcore Dragon Ball fan into like back into that. And I felt like I've needed this too. Like, I've been away from Dragon Ball, for, like I said, for like 20 years. I think the last real thing that was Dragon Ball that I even like touched was Budokai 3, and that was what, 2006 or something. I can't quite remember, but and immediately after I started playing this, it made me want to jump back in to watch all the animes over again and finish what I like, watch Super and all that good stuff. So hopefully, for you out there that are like me, that does the same. And I'll do some more videos on this. And thank you for watching. Like, comment, and if you're new, consider subscribing. Have a great day, y'all, and enjoy the game.